Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
hi Krishna.
yeah, I'm fine. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Just give me a moment, Krishna, then we start.
So your voice is not audible.
It's still not. Hello.
Yeah, now it is perfect.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I had some issue with my mic, so I was just changing my mic.
Yeah, no problem. I will wait.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed all the DA portions.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, today I would like to show you how the work. I mean, I shared the two document. I think yeah today.
Yeah. You shared the PPTs yesterday. Sorry, morning.
Yeah.
So
So this life cycle and workflow part, we will yeah go
you
through
will
this.
show the demo as well, right?
Yeah. So, so
I think DI part one is when I mean not explained because of this EDI or something like you said.
mhm.
Hello.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. Maybe that's a part of workflow only.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, just give me a moment. I mean, it's taking little. Actually, I'm just downloading some software.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, no, it's taking little time. So okay, so let's discuss this theory part today. Then I'll set up that environment and we'll see the practical things,
Okay.
because taking time to. Meanwhile, okay, let's discuss that scenario. So initially, we'll see the workflow. What is the workflow?
Okay.
And I'll show you the how to design admin, right? Correct. And then we'll see the life cycle
Okay.
and how to design life cycle using a composer. And in that session, I'll show you that what is the use of composer. I mean, how to create a package. Uh, I mean, that's a more important, and how to deploy a package in, right.
Okay. The production environment. Okay.
Yeah, correct. So okay, so eh, basically, what is a workflow? Workflow is a connected network of activities, right? For example, if you look at here, uh, we I mean, these are all are the activities. Activity initiator is an activity, review is an activity, right? Review is an activity, edit is an activity. So network of activity. For example, let's say you are working in an organization and there is an admin department, right?
Mm.
So in an admin department, for example, they have to procure any kind of devices. So
Mm.
in for the devices, initially they raise a invoice,
Mm.
right?
Correct.
Correct. The invoice first, invoice get reviewed by one of the team. Then it is approved by the management.
Yeah.
Then they, once it approved, they procure the things. I mean, the
Mm.
procurement activities.
Basically, like automated workflow through EDI means in the invoice, so that level of approvals will be automated.
Right.
So that once one person is approved, means immediately the task will go to next person.
Correct. I mean, if you look, I mean, here this diagram, I mean, once the user up review, task move to the second person, right? Here's the, second person approved, task move to the third person, right? So a specific participant has to perform that activity, right? So there is a two type of activities. One is a manual activity,
Okay.
second is a auto activity.
Okay.
Manual activities where the human intervention is required,
Okay.
right? The user has to log in and perform that task. But couple of tasks where we want automatically executed that by the system, that task is called auto, that's a auto activity,
Correct.
right? So for example, suppose once a reviewer review the document automatically should move into the another folder, review folder,
Okay.
right? So this movement, moving of a document into a particular folder, that should be automatically done, right? So that activity is called a auto activity. Means at the backend, a certain code is getting executed, right? You write a code, Java code. That Java code gets executed at the backend in place of auto activity. I mean, where the auto activity means a particular code is getting executed.
Mm.
Correct.
Mm. Correct.
So I told you in Java how we write a code. We write a code and save it as a method.
Yeah. Okay.
Method. Correct.
Yeah. Correct.
In DA we saw the method.
Yeah.
Correct. So basically, we associate that method with that auto activity. That activity, call this method. I mean, whatsoever the Java code is written, that auto activity, call that method. That method gets executed at the backend. So therefore, we call that activity as a auto activity. I mean, that is automatically executing, right?
Right.
And so there are two type of activity. One is a manual activity, and second is a auto activity.
Right.
Correct. Now, when I mean, so when I say the workflow, right? So there is a two terms. One, we design a workflow, right? This is a design part.
Mm.
I mean, right here, I mean, any there would be a reviewer, and then there would be an editor, and then a person approve it. So this, I mean, first we design the workflow,
Okay.
right? So once the workflow is designed, right, then workflow can be executed. This workflow can be executed n number of document, right? We can execute this workflow on n number of document, any of the document, right? Or any time of documents, any number of documents, right? And any time on the document.
Mm.
So here two terms come. One is a design time, workflow design. I'm saying
Mm.
workflow design, and workflow execution,
Workflow, okay. Design and execution.
right? Design and execution. So design, I mean, the design part, we called it process,
Okay.
and the runtime instance, that execution part, is called workflow.
Okay.
Or another way, the design part, the process, we are saying the design part is called process,
Okay.
right? Design process, or we can say that it's a workflow template, correct?
Mm.
And execution part is called workflow instance, correct?
Mm.
Got it? What does it mean by? Or so generally we call it process means design, and when I say the workflow, that's execution.
Instance means what is that? So I know that definition, like it's the uh, instant means
Instance,
example,
yeah, I mean that object.
yeah, obviously.
Just, I mean, or you can say like this, execution means workflow. When I say the execution means workflow, or if I'm saying the workflow means I am talking about the runtime, right? Runtime instance, I mean the execution part I'm talking about,
Okay, okay.
right? When I would, I mean, throughout the PPT, if I say the process or workflow template, I mean, I would say workflow template means I'm talking about the design time part.
Okay, 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 okay. Because instant means that is sorry, this class or object or something.
Right, object, see, instance means, type has an object. Mhm. I told you, right, on object type.
Mm.
And we, an object is an instance of object type, correct?
Mm.
So initially what we do, we design a template,
Right. Correct.
right? We design a workflow template, save it into the repository.
So for this designing, we will use inside the Documentum tool or Visio
Doc Documentum tool, that I will let you know how to design even. Yeah,
tool. Yesterday you were saying something. I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah, even little I saw you little, just, I mean, how to design. But again, I will let you know how to design. I will show you, I mean, right, completely. I mean, I mean, how much you get it, because I mean, normal design you can design, but if it is a complex, I mean, if it requires writing a code, there you can lack. Otherwise, you on automatically can, I mean, by default you can understand how to design. I mean,
No, no, usually this workflow means in the layman's or some without technical knowledge also, people used to draw this workflow by using Visio tool, MS Visio, like
uh, that is, I mean, for MS or Azure, for in Documentum we have a certain tools. I mean, our Documentum tools are there.
okay. No, no, I'm just telling as a
Yeah, yeah, I know that. I mean, so that tool either called I mean, we have a tools. One is a process builder.
okay,
The tool names are process builder. That's why I told you that we call it process,
okay, 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 right.
like process builder, or workflow designer, or XCP.
Okay, okay. SCP yesterday was
Yeah.
very
So we can design either by any of the tool.
okay, okay. Usually, most common usage of tool is XCP, right? Real time.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays people are using XCP. In earlier days, uh, people were using a process builder, and again, very earlier days, earlier than to earlier, it was a workflow designer.
Okay,
I mean, you can say it's generation to generation. This is a workflow designer, a first generation tool. Second generation is a process builder, and in coming, I mean, nowadays XCP. But it is not like that we cannot use process builder or workflow designer. We can use.
okay,
Correct.
okay.
Got it? My point. I mean, what I'm trying to say. We design process, right, and save into the repository.
Okay,
Correct. So
right.
when I'm saying we save into the repository means we are creating an object of particular type. So template is also saved as an object because Documentum treat everything as an object. So there is a one at type dm underscore process is for saved object of workflow template. Whatsoever template we design, that is saved as an object of dm underscore process. Correct. I mean, so many design we can, we have many workflows, right? Review workflow, approval workflow,
All of
category 1 workflow, category 2 workflow, authoring workflow, right? So
yeah,
these all are the design,
okay,
right? So so each design will save it as an object of dm underscore process.
okay,
So in case if anyone say how many template you have created in the system, so you will query on template, not a workflow. Select star from dm underscore process, right? It will tell you how many templates
present in the system.
workflow designs are there.
Who will come in the system?
Yeah,
That
in the
log this.
correct. Got it my point? I mean, are you getting my point?
Yes, yes, yes. You
Okay.
are already explained related to DM template. Like,
A dm template is a different thing.
okay, okay,
I'm right now I'm talking about the workflow.
okay,
I
sir.
mean, when the template will come, I'll let you know.
Okay, okay, sir.
Right. So this is a
Query for DM process. So,
right process.
how many templates?
Templates are there exactly, but how many authoring workflow are running? See, I mean, 10 authoring workflows are running on different documents.
Okay,
So that is a executed. I mean, how many instance are executing? Right? How many instance are executed? That is called workflow.
okay,
So that type is a dm underscore workflow.
okay, okay.
Got it?
Yeah,
There is a dm underscore workflow and dm underscore process. Dm underscore process saves the template while workflow tells The execute, I mean, how many instance of, how many workflows are
Okay.
running. I mean, so we can have a n number of one process. I mean, one template can have a hundred of workflow. I mean, for example,
Right.
auth- uh, authoring workflow. Let's say, so authoring process can have a auth- 4, 5, 10, 11, 12 workflows for
Mm.
authoring work, right? Process.
Mm.
So I hope I'm assuming that it's clear for you what is a DM underscore workflow and DM underscore process, difference between
Yeah,
them.
got it. Process means how many templates are there.
Template, exactly, a template. For example,
How-
authoring, review, these all are the templates.
Yeah.
But if I say how many workflow is running on documents, so it means, I mean, how many instance of authoring workflow is running. So it could be 100, 200, any number, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So
Mm.
I mean, this is a running, right? I mean, so task is for workflow.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you are saying, once the user approve, it goes to an, task goes to another user. So task is related to workflow.
Okay.
So got it. Task is related to workflow,
Okay. Task
and
is doing.
activity is related to
Okay.
process. Activity is a design time. Same. I mean, activity is called design time. So, or the runtime instance of activity is called task.
Okay.
Review is an activity for template, but review is a task for workflow.
Okay. Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Mm.
Edit is an activity for process. I mean, because it's a design. I mean, on this design, this is a one design, let's say.
Okay.
This is a one design. So we will not say review is a task, because it is not executing this time. It's this time it is just a design.
Okay.
So in the design, we call this as activity. But if the same instance gets executed, we call it review task, edit task, approve task. Got it? Activity versus task.
Okay.
Right. So now I told you this is a design. It's called a process. So if we execute workflow always executed on a particular document. I mean, we select a document, then execute workflow on that document, right?
Mm.
Because that document will move into the workflow. I mean, what the user will review, particular document, right? What are they going to edit that particular document? What they are going to approve, particular document, right? Particular SOP or particular change request, right?
Yeah.
So workflow executes on what? A particular document. Initially you upload a document, and then right click and then start workflow on that document, correct?
Good.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
I mean, hope everything you are noting it down. that
Yes.
that that document that document is called package, right? So, and that type is called DMI underscore package.
Okay. Full package of the document comes with the,
The,
think, in the package what it contains along with the workflow or how.
package is SOP, your change request.
What it package contains change request only.
Package index, yeah. I mean, in case if I talk about D2, your SOP is a package, your change request is a package on which workflow is executed.
Okay, so the document where the workflow will be executed comes under the.
Yeah, on which you are executing a workflow, that document is called a package.
Okay, okay.
Got it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and the type of that package is called DMI underscore package.
Okay. This is okay. New one. DMI added internal this thing, right?
Yes, is for I for internal. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Got it. I told you three things: task, activity, right?
Yeah, task is nothing but workflow. It is
Task, yeah, and the activity,
process of the
DM
design.
underscore activity,
Now,
correct?
mm,
Uh,
next is review. Review means design.
Correct.
Yeah.
Got it. Task, activity, package, workflow, process. Four, five things are there.
Mm,
Process, workflow, activity, task, package.
okay.
Got it.
Okay. Okay.
Now, task, I mean, activity,
This is the
DM.
fun.
I told you DMI activity, DM, oh, sorry, DM underscore activity.
Mm.
Package, DM underscore package,
DMI underscore package.
DMI underscore package. Correct. Good. Very good. Now, what is the task?
Task.
Task task is equal to DMI underscore work item. Please note it down. These
Yeah.
all
Mm,
task is equal to DMI DMI. I mean the type for task is DMI underscore work item. Correct.
yeah.
So I mean because interviewer can ask you what is the difference between what is the task, what is a package. They will straightforward. They will ask you such questions. If you're able to answer them this, they they will understand that you know this.
Okay. Okay.
Again, you do not. I mean, in general, you just have to solve issues on the workflow, rather focus on the how to resolve the issues,
Okay.
right? Because you do not have to create a workflow and all, because they are there are developers who are going to do, but your job and the complex job is how to resolve the workflow issues.
Uh, Sir,
Correct.
I want to know, sir, actually, one or two that SOP related workflow because
uh,
I think you told that you will show some demo.
uh, First of all, what I'm telling you, I mean, right, just focus on that first, Krishna.
Yeah, I'm
I know that, I mean, what I have told you, what I mean, but what I'm trying to tell you right now, just focus on that. I
okay.
mean,
Okay.
what we have to do in future, forget. But right now, what I'm telling you in this session, just focus on that this session.
Okay.
We have a many more everything, we will do that.
Okay. Okay.
Right. This session is not a kind of a last session, and well, every time just focus on what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Okay.
Correct. I mean, if I'm saying right now, so you just have to understand how to debug the issues workflow. I mean, my motive to tell
Okay.
you, you should able to handle such issues as well.
Okay. Okay.
Correct. Because again, I told you, there is a no single project where you have to develop a single thing, but hundred of the projects are there, they are the maintenance project.
Right.
Correct.
Mm.
Right. There's I mean, okay, let it be. So DMI underscore work item. Correct. Okay. I mean, why I'm telling you this? Because these all will help you to debug the issues.
Mm.
Where the issue is coming. I mean, you know, for example, you are seeing a log. I mean, user says that he did receive a task, or task did not move to the second person while though he has approved the task.
Correct.
Correct. How would you resolve this issue? You will go and see the log. In the log, if you are seeing some values, then you have to identify. I mean, you should able to know that which this object id is associated with, or what is this object id is related to which type, whether it's a task, whether it's activity. I mean, the issue with the task, issue with the process, issue with the template. Where is the issue?
Okay.
So you only able to understand once you have this,
Basics if I understand me so that
the type, that right. I mean, what is the use of work item, What is the use of activity? Right. Okay. Right. Now, so same that I told you, task, activity, package,
Okay.
right? Review, initiate this review. These are the activities,
Yes.
right? And the activity instance is called task,
Okay. Yeah.
right? Correct. And package is what? It could be a document,
Where workflow will be running.
right? That is a, you know, that's a package. That particular document is a package. So I hope it's all these three terminologies are clear for you: activities, task, and package.
Yes, yes.
Now,
Answers.
we have a workflow. I mean, when we see the definition, the workflow and life cycle looks the same thing because it tells you the state activities of, right. I mean, network of activity, whereas life cycle is a states of activity. I mean, it's states of document.
Right.
Correct. So, what is the generally? I mean, in during the interview, they have the question: what is the difference between workflow and life cycle? So, though I mean, next session of ours would be a life cycle, but so difference between that activity or workflow is active, while life cycle is a passive. Means document automatically move into the life cycle.
Okay.
I mean, no one has to approve or reject like this. Automatically, based on the condition, it gets approved or rejected.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Our workflow is active and passive.
Workflow, I mean, for example, how workflow will move, I mean, how the documental document will move into the workflow once the user approve, that the workflow will move to the second
Yes.
user, right.
It is based
But
on the conditions or
yeah,
but it is based on the
li-
implementation of the.
yeah, life cycle is moved based on the condition, but workflow is based on the interaction, how the user react on the document. For example, tasks come to you, whether, I mean, now it's up to you whether you reject or approve. I mean, it's your, I
Yes,
mean,
it is
totally depends on you,
dependent.
right. It do not depends on the condition and all. It's all human interaction or human, but in life cycle we have a no control. Based on the condition, it will move.
Okay, okay. So there human intervention not required.
No, on the life cycle there is a no human interaction. Basically, what is a life cycle? Life cycle is a, you can say, set of auto activities.
Okay, set up auto. Okay, you
I
okay.
mean, they automatically, based on the condition, they automatically performing.
Okay, 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 okay.
I mean, kind of a set of activities.
Okay,
Now, in workflow, we define who does what and in what order.
okay.
I mean, for example, a document can move this way or this way.
Mhm.
I mean, right. If reviewer approve it, it can go like this. It can go anywhere. I mean, if you let me see, if we look this workflow, document either move, can go like this or can go like this, right.
Right.
See, either it could be go for review A or it could go review B, right.
Mm.
But in case of life cycle, we have a linear progression. Document has to move only in linear path, right.
Mm.
I mean, this, then this, then this, then this, like this. Here we have written certain code. It will move to this if it fulfill this criteria. Then it will move to this automatically if it fulfill this criteria. That is called life cycle.
Okay.
Correct? I mean, life cycle is, see, initially we upload a document that is in draft state,
Mm.
then it's reviewed state,
Correct. Next approval and next
then approved. This is
sequence of activities.
uh,
Series of activities.
these are the life cycle. See, we have a direct path.
There is
I
no
mean, draft, then review, then, I mean, do we have any other? No, no, not like, right.
no.
But in workflow, yeah, I mean, in workflow, I mean, these are the states of document, states, life cycle.
Okay.
See, I mean, we have a life cycle, right? Life cycle, I mean, child,
Mm.
then adult, then old, then, I mean, like this, I
Yeah,
mean,
we had
states.
youth and
Right, every person has to go this way.
right.
Right, same way we define a life cycle of document. So every document has to go by that way. I mean, there is a single progression of linear progression.
Okay.
I mean, do we have a other uh, line? I mean, a different line? No, everybody has to, I mean, have to go through these states. These are the states, or we can say these are life cycle of human being. Similar to that, we have a documentum life cycle. Life cycle means just it has the states of documentum, states of document, right? Review, draft, review, approve, right? So after, I mean, before draft and approve, document must be reviewed,
Right.
right? Therefore we define a life cycle. So every document has to follow, so that document should not skip this state and directly become a review approved.
Right.
What is the I mean, got it, my what, why we have a concept of life cycle.
Because as per the, I mean, it is sequence of activities. So and also the activities will be executed one by one in the sequence manner. And,
Correct.
yeah, once that one activity is completed, then the other activity will be move on, right?
Right. Now, in the object, in the workflow, objects are forwarded. I mean, the activity is forwarded to another person. I mean, that object from one task to another task are getting forwarded,
Okay.
right? Objects forwarded means task also are kind of objects. So task forwarded to from one user to another user, or from one activity to another activity. But in the in
Right.
in the
So,
life cycle, it's promoted, right? It's not a forward, it's promoted. I mean, uh, earlier we have a draft,
right.
then the document is promoted to review, then document is promoted to
Approve.
approve, like this. Now look at this diagram. I mean, we have a workflow manager. I told you workflow manager is a designer
Right.
through which we design a template, workflow template. We create a workflow template, right, and save into the doc base, right? This is a design part. I mean, what the developer do? I mean, this is a role of developer. I mean, here,
Okay.
developer role over. Now, administrator roles comes into the picture for this moment. This work, there is a workflow engine in the Documentum that executes workflow. I mean, that use these templates and execute on documents. So, uh, I mean, we have a various application. They use workflow engine through Outlook, through Documentum Desktop, through DA, through WebTop, through D2. We can execute workflow. I mean, with the help of a workflow engine.
Right.
correct? So D2 gets connected with the workflow engine
Okay.
and it executes a workflow,
Okay.
right? But for designing a workflow, we need a workflow manager or process builder or XCP tool through which we create a template and save into the doc base, correct? So I mean the template always remain in the doc base as an object,
Okay.
right? so, so that I mean always we do not require these tools. Once we created, I mean once the template is created, we save into the repositories, we do not require these tools then,
Okay.
correct?
Mm.
Now when we create a template, right now I'm talking about the workflow template. Don't get confused with the template. I mean, so I mean there is a different meaning of template for different perspective. Workflow, when we created process or workflow template, initially gets template gets created as in a draft, right? We design all those template, right? I'm talking about the designing of workflow. Initially work when we create a workflow template, it is in draft mode. We drag and drop the activities and create whole design the workflow.
Okay.
After that we save that workflow, I mean in the workflow designer we save it
Okay.
and then validate it whether there's errors or not in the design, and then we install it into the repository,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
I mean we do not need to do anything. The I mean that that process builder or that this particular software do this all things these things.
Top.
Not Baptop is, again, you forget this.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm talking here about this section, this.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Design.
Right here we design templates, then once we save, we validate for
Okay.
errors whether, I mean, the particular template what we have designed, whether it has any error or not. If that template has a no error, then we deploy it into the doc base, I mean we install it into the or save it into the doc base. Once this part is done, then we can use it,
Okay.
right? Now how to launch workflow. If you remember in D2 as well, you write, I mean you select document and right click, and there's a authoring workflow, periodic review workflow. Following workflows are displayed, you can click on that, and that workflow gets launched on the document, correct? Here's some screens of workflow designer, I mean where we design a workflow. So what we do here, we design like this. There are activities we drag and drop, I mean you drag here into this there, right? And through that way we create this workflow design. I mean don't worry, I'll show you, I mean this XCP, right? So this is the way we design, right? Just I have taken example of workflow designer through this, right? I will show you each and everything,
Okay.
right? So here just put a snapshots, so that you'll have an idea how to do that,
Okay.
right? These all transition tab, what the transition tab do, this save, I mean see, we have a save button. Once we save, automatically it gets validated, and then we install it, save, validate for error, and then install into the doc base.
Okay.
So let's say this is a design, and in case you need to start a workflow, you log in into the D2 or DA or webtop,
Okay.
select SOP, right? And right click and start that particular workflow. I mean, on the right click, all the workflow gets start displaying to you.
Okay.
This, see, if you look at here,
Okay.
we have a documents. We have the two documents.
Case
Case yellow specific in SOP. We will select that document, right click, right, and then we have an option of quick flow in the DA. Quick flow means directly start a particular workflow, right? This screen gets open. Here we can select users to whom this workflow needs to be sent, right? I mean, all the users for the activity. We select it and click on OK.
Okay.
The workflow gets automatically executed, right? Now, difference between workflow template and instance that I told you initially, right? It's a design time. Template means design, right? And the instance means runtime, right? I mean, whatsoever we design, that is called design time.
Okay.
So who can design a workflow?
Uh,
Only super user or sysadmin.
okay. I think first class only was
Yeah, I mean the designer.
rules.
Who could be a developer? Basically, I mean, in case if someone says you that you need to design a new workflow, then what capability you are needed? I mean,
Admin or super user.
yeah, right, sysadmin or super user. You should know this. I mean, this is an interview question. I mean, whatsoever I have captured in the slide, these all are the answers of interview questions.
Yes, yes. Right. With the numbers and all also like
Yeah,
zero
I
to
mean, yeah, if you, that's why every time I just,
very
push,
good.
yeah, push you to read these PPT, read these PPT. As much as you read, you'll, I mean, selected answers you have, and no question can be,
Out of the
yeah, out of the PPT.
okay, okay, got it. Got it.
Very selected, very, and so okay. So now it's instance of, I mean, so instances are the runtime,
Okay.
right? And who can execute the instance? Anyone can, means only it need a contributor capability, that's it,
Okay, okay.
right? It could be a normal user. I mean, it does
Yeah,
not, right?
that,
Business user can execute.
right. Consumer contributor of
Correct.
yeah. Second role is the contributor.
Right, where the task will come, we have a one option inbox, right?
Mm.
Or we have a task manager,
Okay,
that's in D2, and inbox is in web top,
okay.
right? Meaning is the same.
Names are different.
Sorry,
Names are different.
names are different. I mean, we see the task, mostly in D2 you will see the task. I mean, the name is written as a task.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a no inbox, but in D2 and in webtop and this application, it is display the inbox. So in the inbox you get a workflow notification or a workflow task. These all are the tasks, these all are the tasks, these are the tasks, this is are the tasks, right? These are the different tasks, right? So user click on their inbox, it sees the task like this. He has to select this task, select, double click on it. Once he double click, this type of window opens. Info, right? It display you the document that are attached. I mean, this is what we call this document.
Mm. Called as
Pack, package,
okay.
DMI package.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told
Which
you, right?
workflow is
Yeah, on this document the workflow is running, right?
okay,
Uh,
okay.
right. I mean, you have to review what this document,
Correct.
correct? Now you have to accept. Once you accept it means read and read, right?
Mm.
Accept means you have read it,
Yeah.
you have read it. Now accept, once you accept it,
Mm.
it will enable the finish button,
Okay.
and once you click finish, task will go, I mean, it will remove from your task inbox. It will move from your inbox to the
Other user.
another user,
Right.
right? So that is all about,
The
uh,
proxy and
yeah, I mean, that's, let me, I mean, this is all about your workflow part, right? Now, receive and accept task. I told you what is a receive and accept. There is a two terminology, receive and accept. In case of receive, in the document, receive means, I mean, right now I told you the, read or unread kind of. So receive means
kind of just
acquired,
acquire. Yeah.
right? The task has been acquired means you have received the task,
Right.
right? If task is not received, then it will be on dormant state.
Document state. Okay.
Got it? I mean, if someone says that task is in dormant state means that person is not click on accepted button.
Okay.
If the user has not clicked on accepted button, then task will be on
Government state.
dormant state.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Once he accept, the status will be changed at to acquired.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Mm,
No, got it? Dormant versus
yes,
acquired.
the terminology.
Dormant means unread.
Mm.
See, in your email, right? I mean, in your Outlook, there's a unread, right? You can
Right.
read, unread. So
Mm.
dormance means unread. I mean, you have not read the task. Acquired means you have read the task.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, once you read your email, the email color gets changed, right?
Yeah.
If you do not read your email, that email color are changed. So the, I mean, dark color email is called dormant, and the, um,
Very well.
yeah, that email you have already read, that is in, acquired. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
got it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Proxy means, proxy means basically, you know delegation means,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
you have heard about.
Yeah,
So
like what this proxy mean? Like in absence of any person, the action
right,
is to be performed means once you are setting the proxy means other person can
can, right. So you can delegate the task as well.
okay.
I mean, see, in Documentum, the feature of delegation is also available. For example, i- one, you are there, one task came to you, you can click on the, you can click on this delegate option, right? You can delegate the task, correct? Delegation, you got it right. Delegation,
Yes.
you are delegating the task. But there is another option. For example, task is coming to you. Outlook, we have a out of the office,
Yes, yes.
right? So we can set up the task automatically, should delegate it to the user
In absence of us.
in absence of your, right, correct. So that is also a delegation, right?
Mm.
I mean, we have written as a proxy because proxy you will see that, but this way you can understand more. Delegation, automatic delegation, it is a one is a manual delegation. I mean, you explicitly delegating the task, but I mean, in that time you are out of the office. That time task automatically gets delegated to that particular user who is working on your behalf. Correct. In so we can do this as well. I mean, this also option is available in the document.
Yeah,
So
I have seen for this. I mean, I have heard, but in this, no, then I got, I mean, why I have asked is maybe this will be different meaning or will be the same
yeah.
meaning. Because,
So yeah. So test your knowledge,
yeah,
right? I mean, so far what we have discussed, if you are able to answer these questions without looking at answer,
yeah,
then you understood this PPT is correct.
yeah.
I mean, again, these all are the questions of interviews. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll try to demonstrate you this workflow part,
Okay, sir. Okay, no problem.
right? And then we'll discuss the life cycle and all. I mean, through that way, we'll move further.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank
Just
you.
go. I already. I think I have. Yeah, yeah. Already I have shared with you. So just go through this
You
PPT.
have shared, sir. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Bye.